Yes, we're back. We're back again in Farmsim. We're back again in Oakfield Farm. With the awesome fly past. And we're back to do some more farming. Yes, been a while since we've been here, but thought I'd come back and have a little go. See if I can relight my fire. That's a lyric to a song. Anyway, let's go and do some farming. We've got a field that needs combining. Grab that guidebook to All Things Farmy, because that's probably a guidebook. And let's go. So hi there, Steve here, and yes, welcome back to Farmsim. It has been a long time since we've been here. Last time I was in this farm was when we had a multiplayer server at the beginning of the year, which didn't last very long, which is a shame because I do like a bit of farming. So I thought I'd come back and do a little tiny bit in single player, see if I can relight my fire, as it were, see if we can respark some interest to maybe do some multiplayer farming once again. So yes, here at Oakfield Farm, an awesome farm, lots of buildings around the yard, quite a cool farmhouse as well, which I'm sure you've seen if you've seen videos of Oakfield before, but lots and lots of spaces to store stuff, which is why I absolutely love it. We've got the big place there, we've got another place here that we can store stuff in. It is a little bit laggy for me, I've just updated it, but another large place here that we can store stuff. We've got the combine here, more storage sheds here, more storage sheds here, more storage sheds down here, and an area that we had some issues with, quite a lot of issues in fact, in the multiplayer farm that we did in this area down here. Did cause us some problems, but it is a fantastic yard. I think one of my favourites as far as the yard is concerned, and I do like a good farmyard. So we'll it's very laggy though. We'll run around the corner here because we've got some more storage around the corner, so a couple more bays tucked around here, place there that you can use for storage of material or equipment, another bay in there, another one in here, and then there's more down here as well, which is sort of in the farmyard. We've got another bay over there, so quite a lot of storage space to store stuff. And yeah, it is a brilliant farm. Right, so we've got a field that needs combining. Round the back of here is the header, which is there. So need to go attach that. So we'll jump in the tractor that's here and go do it. If you're new to my videos, welcome indeed. This is going out on single player Saturday. A day that I'm using, well, for single player games basically. Other content from me though is OMSI on a Monday, trains on a Wednesday, Fernbus on a Friday. Something like this goes out on single player Saturday, and occasionally on random Sunday we get some other content as well in the form of something new, so something we may not have seen before. So plenty of content from me. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done already. So let's take the header down to the field. I've got to get out. I may must turn the auto stop starty thing off because I like the fact that they keep running. So just up here is the field that we're going to attempt to harvest. So yeah, I've been itching to do some farming for a while, and I had a spare hour or so this afternoon as I record this, and thought, well, I'd perhaps just sit, chill, do some farming, and see if I can rekindle my enjoyment for farming. Okay, so I've detached the header. I did have the manual attach on, but realised that was stopping me doing what I wanted to do. It wouldn't let me turn the combine on, so I've had to uninstall the manual attach mod. But I've definitely missed farming. I do really enjoy it as far as a chill out thing to do. So we'll exit that, wander over here to the combine. Take the combine up to the field. Yeah, the last couple of years we've put together a sort of multiplayer farm, and everyone's keen for the first month, less than that sometimes. People are on, it's great, everyone's doing stuff, and we're building up money and we're buying equipment, and then all of a sudden everyone gets bored. So it may be something that I might, whoa, that's some turning, I might carry on with in single player. So we'll sort of line up with this. Okay, we'll make our way, so X I think it was, to unfold. And we'll make our way around here. So V was to lower, I think, and then B turns it on. And in we go. And combining we go. I'll turn that volume up a little tiny bit. There we go. I just find this so relaxing. You know, you could sit me in a field for a couple of hours and I'd be more than happy. Just trundling along in a combine. And this is where it works well. In single player, it can get a bit much, because you've got to rally around, get trailers, obviously tractors. You've got to empty your own combine. Then when the trailers fall, you've got to go and sell it or store it. So in multiplayer, if there's a couple of you on, certainly when you're combining, it's very nice indeed, because you have someone, when you're nearly full, bring you a trailer, and they just make things a lot easier, because you know, I'm more than happy just to sit, as I say, in here, which I've done for, you know, hours at a time before now, just going from field to field, just trundling up and down in a combine. I love the fact that we've got, you know, the movement going on, as though we are going over this rough ground. The trailer's 22% full. Sorry, we're 22% full at the moment already, and we've only gone down one side of this field. I love the fact we're getting the dust off of the field as well. So we probably won't even make one circuit around the outside of the field before we're full. And then we're going to have to go and grab the trailer. It will be quite nice if we can get back to the tractor. Before we're full again. To save all the running. So yeah, it's probably been, blimey, 6 months since I've played this. I say that's when we had our multiplayer farm, and definitely been having an urge to come back. I've got it on console and was even toying with just chilling, doing some console stuff, but farming's definitely better with more people. Even if you're in a multiplayer environment and you're the only one on, at least you know then that the work you're doing is benefiting the farm, so it's benefiting everybody. But it just looks so good. I know I've got a lot of overlap going on there. But personally, I wouldn't have chosen a combine this big to start with, because, you know, expense. But it's doing the job. And we'll wait till we get back round to the tractor. Then we'll jump in the tractor, go down and get the trailer. And bring that up and empty our load. I'm sure that dust wasn't there last time I played it. I can't remember seeing that coming up on the screen. And a lot of mods that we ran, which I think we ran too many in the end. There was an idea just to come back and do a completely mod-free map, but did get a bit out of hand. But I like this farm. Never really did much with it. It had a few fields, but never did enough, I don't think. So maybe it's something that I should come back to. Okay, so that's nearly a lap we've done. 72% full. So if I stop when we come back round here, put my pipe out, and then take the tractor back, go and get the trailer. So we'll get ourselves just down about here. Put pipe out. I just love the way it looks. That's just so cool, isn't it? That's a screenshot moment. Right there. That might be the thumbnail. Right, let's go and jump back in the tractor. Which is down at the farm. Oh! Okay, let's run. Because I drove the combine up, didn't I? Okay, let's go for a quick jog. down to the farm. It's fine, it's exercise, it does you good. Right, here's our trailer. Which isn't going to hold that much really, is it? So I'll have to do some scooting backwards and forwards. Let's jump in the tractor. Again, this tractor, too big, personally. I wouldn't initially, anyway, have anything this big. For just a farm tractor. Okay, I'll open the cover. Without hitting the building, I'll take this back up. And we'll empty the load out the combine. There may be some questions about some of the mods that I'm running. If you're spotting things, I have no idea. Is the answer. Right, so we'll see how much this takes from that one lap round. So obviously the combine's, well, not completely full, about 70% full. Hopefully we can get 2 complete combine loads in this trailer. Which I think we probably can. Oh, I really wish the engine would stay running. I know I can turn that on as an option, but I don't want to be going in and out the options menu. Right, round we go again. So obviously then we have to come back in, pick up all this straw that's on the ground. Then we want to come back and reseed. So to each field there's actually quite a lot to do. And again, when you're on your own, it can take a while. So how many laps around this will do, and how much of it will do for this first quick look back. Maybe to the point where we fill the trailer. And then we'll end. So I'm sure you don't want to see me just driving round and round a field. Or do you? I personally find it quite relaxing. I need to remember what key it is to get rid of that pop down menu thing, because that needs to be a thing. There's a lot of overlap going on there, and I've still got my thing out. This just is an absolutely awesome way to spend time. Every time I come back into this, I just forget how good it is. And that I could be quite happy just sat here for hours. In fact, we've got the articulation of the combine going. You can see its movement over the ground. And the engine note changed. You've got that thing down the bottom showing the motor, the slip of the motor. I'm sure that's a mod. So obviously as it loses grip, we're slipping. So in muddy conditions, we would actually lose a bit of traction and a bit of forward momentum. So there we go. Let me know down below, do you want to see more farming? Is it something that you'd want to watch on the channel? When I've done it previously, it hasn't gone down that well. But is it something that you'd like to see more of? You know, it's not something that I would necessarily have to put in full. So like seeing me harvest all of this field, I'm sure you wouldn't want to do that, or would you? But it's definitely one of those where it's quite nice starting again, which is exactly what I've done. Started a completely new profile on this farm. So we've got 100,000 that you start with, and the equipment that you start with, which say I think is personally a bit too much. It's a bit overkill, but it's a start. You know, I wouldn't have had this bigger combine. I wouldn't have had that bigger tractor. I'm a huge fan of little tiny tractors. Me and underpowered equipment. You know, I like underpowered trucks, coaches, planes, buses, trains, tractors. You know, the workhorses, the things that maybe, you know, shouldn't be put to the uses that they are, and you know, give them a good workout. So, you know, to make money, I'd probably get rid of that big John Deere, because you don't really need the power of it yet. We've got two decent sized tractors, so I'd get a bit of money back into the farm. I'd probably keep this combine and sell one of the big tractors, bring some money back in. So we got to buy, because we might need a bigger trailer. Keep the other big tractor, so one just for ferrying trailers around, one then for doing seeding, because you really want a larger seeder. That's something that you probably want to aspire to, because the seeding can take a while. So we're coming back round again. Actually, it didn't take that long to do that loop. So we'll keep going until we fill that trailer. So pipe out. This is where if you had someone else, see, they just follow you around, so you wouldn't need to stop harvesting. You just could keep going. Someone in the tractor would pull up by the side of you, and while you're going around and filling up, they'd go off, empty it, come back. It's definitely where having two people, which I think is really the minimum that you'd want on a farm, would be two of you working. You know, three is good, because one could be combining, one could be shuttling backwards and forwards with trailers, although you do end up with a little bit of time where you're sat, and then you can have someone like driving around picking up straw, or the person dropping off the trailers could be following me around now, picking up the straw, taking that, bringing trailers, so they're going to be quite busy. And then once you get a certain way into the field, you could then have the third person seeding. So they would then come around and seed the field. You'd then move on to another field if you've got another field that's grown. But I think doing the combining is my favourite. I quite like seeding. It's just really therapeutic, just trundling along. Yeah, the whole of this field would probably take, I don't know, an hour to combine. And then you'd have to seed it, or you have to combine it, take the straw off it, reseed it, probably fertilise it. So you're probably talking a good, I don't know, 4 hours, maybe, on one field. That's, you know, that's a fair bit of gameplay. And if you're gaming on your own, then you've got to do all the shuttling backwards and forwards with tractors and trailers. So that's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, I could quite happily just spend the rest of my day sat here now. We'll cut that corner off a little bit. So we get a bit of wheel slip there, look. 13% slip, which is why you're hearing a bit more of that engine noise. So the motor's at 99% load. They're putting a lot of strain on that engine. This is only our third lap around this field, and yes, quite a few more laps to go. I think by the time we get around the top we will have filled that trailer up. I wasn't sure on 19 at first. Obviously spent a lot of time in Farmsim 17. Wasn't sure on 19. I'm sure we're going to get a 21 at some point. But I can definitely see me spending some time back in this now. Even if my overlap on the combining is really big. So I'd panic because I don't want to end up missing anything. So I'd rather have an overlap and do another couple of laps around the field than have chunks of it left. Right, going back to the top edge now. So the motor load's gone down, so we're going slightly downhill. So it takes a bit of pressure off. So we're limited speed-wise, doing 6 miles an hour. And 60% full. So there's quite a lot of work involved in just one field. So, you know, by the time I went round, which on my own, I'd have to go around and harvest the whole thing, then go around and pick up the straw from the whole thing, which I'd need to buy the straw picker-upper, because that's what it's called. Then I'd have to go back and reseed, then fertilise. Right, is that going to fill it up? Yes. Okay, so the trailer's full. So we'll jump back in the tractor. And we're going to take the tractor back. And empty into our silo. I love the fact we get these marks on the ground. So it's just so good. The way you're getting the diesel smoke coming out of the exhaust. Swinging around. You wouldn't want to meet anybody coming the other way, would you? If a car came down here the other way, you'd be like, yeah, that ain't happening. So there we are. A couple of passes done. There's quite a lot left there to do. So it's going to take a while to get around that field. Let's go all the way up here. That's quite a big field. So there we are. Do you want to see me carry on? Is it something you'd like to see? As far as the video is concerned, you know, do you want to see me finish this and then go and pick up the straw and then come back and refertilize and then carry on with the farm? If so, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other content as well. Say OMSI on a Monday, trains on a Wednesday, firm bus on a Friday, something from a single player like this going out on a Saturday. And when we get something new to try, that goes out on random Sunday as well. So plenty of content from me. Please do hit subscribe. And there could be some more farming to come if you want to see it. And don't forget to check out the Discord server and check out Twitch as well, where I'm live streaming at weekends. I'll leave the link to both of those in the description below. It's great to be back on the farm, but we will leave this there. Can I go up these steps? Oh, I didn't work it. We will leave this there. We'll come back to see it again if you want to see more. Until the next time then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.